Good day everyone, welcome back to TSG Cards. In today's video, we're about to send some cards off for grading. So let's take a look at what I'm sending off and let's guess those grades. All right everyone, hope you are doing well. Again, there's nothing on the screen right now, bit of a different setup. But yeah, I decided I'm going to send some cards off for grading to a local grading company called Mint Grading, so MNT. And they're local to province, Ontario, and I just sending primarily some PC cards off that I'm going to keep for a long time that I just think would look really nice in some slabs. And they're relatively reasonably priced. It's about $14 because I am sending 28 cards off. So I thought I'd roll through and guess some of those grades. So without further ado, the first card I'm sending off is a Erik Brannstrom SP Rookie Authentics. Now this card, really enjoy this card. I do like the Rookie Authentics cards. Grading wise, it looks in really good shape, especially for a jersey card. They're on the front. I believe there's some minor corner damage in this corner here, but again, it's really tough to say. So I definitely think this is definitely a 9.5, some minor edge damage there, but definitely a 9.5. It could get some 10s as well, so definitely really excited for that one. Next up, we've got a Patrick Lalime Hometown Heroes, and I pulled this in a recent video, and I just absolutely love this card. It is such a cool card, so I thought I'd send it off, and honestly, this could get a 10. The one thing I think could hold it back might be surface, but just because it was older cards when I pulled it out of the pack. But minor corner there. Definitely at least a 9.5 on this one for sure. So that is going to be a nice one. Next up, we've got a Colin White Young Guns. It's got a few of these. I think I might end up sending one to PSA as well eventually, but this one is not as in great shape. And so if I don't end up sending one to PSA down the road, I'd like one slab. So I'm going to send this one off. Small nick there. Front right corner has a little minor damage. So I definitely think it's a 9.5. On the worst side, it might be a 9, but I really don't see how that could be possible unless they really get judgy down here for some of that whitening in the corners. So there we go there. Or I guess it's that edge wear, a little bit of edge wear there. But anyway, so that is the next card I'm going off, and I'm going to say it's a 9.5. Next up, we've got Brady Tkachuk Year 1 Rookie Sweaters. Again, these cards, the thicker ones, are a little harder to grade, so I definitely think this is going to be a 9.5. There's some like minor whitening in the corners there, down here as well. So there's a lot more corners with the bigger cards, so they are harder to grade, but I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens, but really do love this card. Next up is a Josh Norris dual patch rookie out of 599 with Artifacts, and this is in the year, this past year, where Artifacts was not that great, so unfortunately, you know, it's probably not going to grade well. I think I'm guessing a 9, but it could surprise me with a 9.5, so there's some damage. It's definitely one of the better looking cards from Artifacts this past year, so for that I'm excited, but yeah, we'll be interested to see what this gets. Next up, we've got a Bobby Ryan blue auto from SP Game Used. Now this is very much a PC grade for me. Definitely think it's going to get a 9.5. Corner, top right corner on the back is not great. Small little mark there. Other than that, card looks in really good shape. I think for me, I've met Bobby Ryan, such a nice guy, so wanted to get this card graded. Next up, we've got a vintage card, from Score 91. This is of Eric Lindros, the Canadian. This is like the Canadian version of his rookie card. So that's a really cool card. I think this is in phenomenal shape. The centering is really, really good on it. So this honestly could get a 10. I wouldn't be shocked if this got a 10, but it could also be a 9.5. But I know with MNT it's really hard to get a 10. I'm gonna say it's a 10, but I think I'd be happy with a 9.5 on this one. Next up, we've got a Craig Anderson Signature Sensations. This is going to probably be a 9.5. There's some corner damage here. On the back as well at the top, you see there's some like minor nicks. Bottom corners look all right. So I think overall 9.5. Might even get 9.5s across the board, but love this card for my PC as well. Next up, Marquee Rookie of Jack Hughes, blue border. I just really think this card's a really cool card more than anything. I know it doesn't really hold much value. It's like a few dollars, but if this can grade well, you know, I think the centering's pretty darn good on this one, then, you know, that would be awesome. So I'm going to guess this is actually, I'm going to go for a 10 here. I'm going to guess it's a 10. It's an older card, or older style of card with the cardboard, but I'm going to go with a 10 here for this Jack Hughes blue border Marquee Rookie. Next up, another Jack Hughes with his brother. It's a Young Guns canvas checklist of Jack and Quinn Hughes. Love the card with the brothers on it. I think that's super cool. I think this is going to get a 9.5. I think there's some minor issues at the top here. So I'm going to go 9.5 on it. I think that's just going to not allow it to be a 10. Other than that, canvas cards graded usually really well, and this looks awesome. Next up, Austin Matthews Parkhurst Rookies. This is actually an insert from Series 1, I believe, or Series 2. Series 1. This is just kind of like my only Matthews rookie card. So I just thought, why not grade it? Definitely not going to do very well. I'm guessing an 8.5 actually on this one. You might wonder, why are you grading this 8.5? It could be a 9. Could surprise me the 9. I don't foresee it being any better, but the bottom corners are a little rough on it. So, you know, and I don't know. It might surprise me. If it gets a 9.5, I'll be shocked. But I definitely think it's between an 8.5 and a 9. Next up, we've got one of my favorite players of all time, Chris Phillips, with such a cool photo from Collector's Choice National Heroes. I'm guessing this card's going to get a 8.5 as well. Some like the corners not ideal. I don't know how strict they are, so I'm going to be a little stricter here on this and say it's a 9 or an 8.5. But I just love this card here with Chris Phillips. It's such a cool one. Next up, we've got a card I pulled from, I believe it was a mystery pack, or I got from a mystery pack, and this is a quad jerseys, Patrick Waugh, Curtis Joseph, Hasek, and Richter. I'm going to guess this is a 9. I would love for it to be better than that, but a 9 I think is fair for these. It seems to me in pretty good shape. The top right there, not ideal. So maybe I'll get dinged there. It could go down to an 8.5, but I overall think this card's in really nice shape, so we'll see what happens with this. Next up, we've got an Erik Brannstrom Trilogy Rookie Premieres Auto Level 1, number 232 out of 399. I think this card is going to come back at a 9.5. There is some corner damage minor there and a little bit at the top here, but overall, I think it can still snag out a 9.5. So I'm really hopeful for this one here, and we'll see what it gets. Next up, we've got a Daniel Alfredsson game-worn jersey, 405 out of 511. Love this card. Picked it up off eBay a little while back, and I think it can really get a 9. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, just love the card. Super cool. Alfredsson, it's PC, so that's awesome there. Next up, recent pull from one of my box breaks. This is a Jason Spezza Combo Prospects jerseys, number 63 of 125, from when he played at the CHL Top Prospects and with the Windsor Spitfires. I think this card's going to get a 9. There is some little minor corner damage, some edge wear, but I think overall this is gonna grade a 9. So I'm super pumped for this. Love this card. So we'll see what she gets. Next card up is a signature scrapbooks of Chris Phillips. And this one is more just, I'm grading it because I want it in a slab. I know the condition's not great. I've had this card for a little while, and I think it's going to grade an 8. But I definitely I love the card. I think Beehive's got some really cool products. So, and because Chris Phillips is like my PC, one of my all-time favorite players, that's why I'm getting this graded. But I think it's going to be an 8. You know, you can see there's damage there. So I'm guessing an 8 here. Next up, another Chris Phillips auto. This one I've had since I have been, I was a kid. But this one's awesome. I think this is going to get an 8.5. Definitely a little bit more damage, but it has been in top loader for a long time, so we'll see. Maybe it'll surprise me with a 9, but there we go. Chris Phillips signature series from 02 looks to be getting a 8.5. Next up, we've got a authentic double-sided game-worn jersey from Panini. Oh no, this is not Panini. This is from Pacific Titanium trading cards. So Marian Hossa, Martin Havlat for my PC. I think this could actually get a 9, but I'm gonna go with an 8.5 just because it is an older card. It's kind of a weird shaped right now. Like there's definitely an imprint right where the patch is, and there's some edge wear, corner wear right there as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go 8.5, but could surprise with a 9, so we'll see here. Next up, just a regular insert here from OPG Platinum, but I love this photo of Connor McDavid, so I thought I'm going to grade it, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this gets me a 10. Actually, after second thoughts, the top there, I'm going to say 9.5. This gets me a 9.5, but I just think it's such a cool card of Connor McDavid, so why not give her a grade? Next up, we got Shea Theodore for my PC. I love this card from Upper Deck Team Canada 2015 Juniors. Patch auto out of 199. Definitely harder to grade with this thicker card. I'm going to guess it comes back a 9, but if this is a 9, I'll be very, very happy with it. So there we go there. Next up is another Shea Theodore auto, and this is Superscripts from SPX recently. And again, I'm going to go with a 9. I think these cards are harder, and I'm just not helping the cause there. This is too big of a top loader. Yeah, I think it's going to be a 9. It's a little bit more edge or corner wear there, so I'm going to go 9 on this one here. Next up, we've got a Daniel Alfredsson rookie card. Now, this is only getting graded because it is an Alfie rookie card, but I do think it's definitely not in the greatest shape. But it's one I've had since I was a kid, so I kind of, for sentimental purposes, want to get this nicely slabbed. But I think it's going to come back a 7.5, primarily because of this corner here. Maybe even a 7. So it could be a 7 there. But, just for nostalgia purposes, I love this card. So that's why I'm sending it off. But, yeah, my guess is going to be a 7. Next up, Pinnacle rookie card of Chris Phillips, again for my PC. I'm going to go with 7 again on this one just because if you look at the top, you can clearly see some whitening, little softness in the corners. So I'm going to go for a 7 on this card as well. Next up, we've got a Shea Theodore World Junior Championship Aztec card out of $12.99. And I think this could be a 10. These Aztec cards can probably grade really, really well. So I'm going to go with a 10 on this card. See if we can get those black labels. Next up, we've got a recently acquired Nick Foligno from the Toronto Maple Leafs, but this is when he first started his career with the Senators. Really love this auto. This is a pull from a recent pack of mine, so I'm going to send this off and would love to keep this in my PC graded. And I think this is going to get a 9, maybe a 9.5 even, so it could surprise me. So actually, you know what? I'm going to go 9.5 on this one. 9.5 for this Nick Foligno. And we got 2 more left. This last one. Second last one is Young Guns of Vitaly Abramov. It's a clear-cut Young Guns. So really love this card. Again, this one's probably going to get a 9.5 at least, if not a 10. So really, really happy with this card here. And yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say a 10. And last but not least, we've got a Thomas Chabot Sign of the Times from a recent video. Awesome rack that I got with this card in it, so I am sending this off for grading, and I think this is going to get a 9.5. There's some minor corner nicks on it, so I think it's not going to be able to get a 10, but we'll see what happens. So 9.5 for this Thomas Chabot. Anyway, guys, stay tuned because as soon as I get these cards back in from MNT, I will be sharing the results with you guys, and I look forward to that. And then I'll kind of talk about the whole process of grading with MNT in future videos. If you're interested in grading, kind of the process, what to look for, I can do a deep dive. Again, some of these cards I would not send for grading to like PSA or something like that, but because it's my PC and I'm sending it to Mint, and the price is a lot cheaper, especially on a bulk submission, I'm just comfortable sending it in, knowing that it's going to get like a 7, as I said on some of them. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video.